week ago towards the end of July when Dub and Deshae Frost were talking about it.
Chat, we end up getting to a party. The police came. We got a notice on our front door. Yeah, I probably seen it on Derek shit. I noticed on our front door or whatever. But we were lying.
Why the shit looking like that? What the fuck? Why he looking like that, bro? That nigga look like he going through it, bro. What the fuck?
We buy this house. We paid off this house for a year.
DDG's group was a flop. It's over. By hello, you seen extras, man. Shit, let's check it out. Let's get into it, man. What DDG group got going on now? We just reacted to some shit about him. You know what I'm saying? His cameraman and shit. Now something going on with the group. I told you, he back to back to back, just getting into shit, man. Let's check it out.
I mean, almost nobody. DDG's group seems to have...
He said everyone, nobody.
We started to first get glimmers of this.
Nobody surprised at that shit, man.
A week ago towards the end of July when Dub and Deshae Frost were talking about it.
Chat, we end up getting to a party. The police came. We got a notice on our front door. Yeah, I probably seen it on Derek shit. I noticed on our front door or whatever. But we were lying.
Why the shit looking like that? What the fuck? Why he looking like that, bro? That nigga look like he going through it, bro. What the fuck?
We buy this house. We paid off this house for a year. We have to because we just gotta keep it above. I think they knew that though. I was lying. Nigga, I said we bought this. Oh, they telling me they like.
Bro, niggas know you ain't buy that shit, man.
Hey, that's what they was telling me in my chat. So they knew it. So chat, we did partner up. We partnered up with a production company. We were supposed to have a meeting. Meeting never happened. They blamed it.
Tough.
So I don't know, chat. Like it's either we gonna get a new crib or we gonna keep this crib.
Chat. If we lose this crib, God forbid, right, and we all go to our separate ways, do you think our streams are gonna be?
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that nigga just fried. Is he fried? I can't tell the quality back.
Teamed up. What likely happened is they had, I think it was Meme House Productions. One of these production companies probably paid it up front for a year. And you can see here, of course, they're going to say, oh, yo, we bought it. It makes better content if you say, well, usually people don't lie and say that they bought a crib. They just said, oh, this is my $10 million house, right? Like Core, we know that they're not buying the house, but they're saying, oh, we got a $20 million crib versus, oh, we paid $600,000 a year for it. Especially if it's kids who are watching most of this content. Kids see a huge number.
You're not thinking that
like,
hard about it.
This
Facts.
is crazy, and they've got all the cars. It's really cool stuff for kids.
Yeah.
So in this situation, I don't think the content would get worse.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. No kids need to be watching these niggas. I ain't even gonna lie. Especially this nigga. Especially this one. Do you see this nigga, Deshae Frost right here? Nobody needs to be fucking. No kids. Get your kids away from them.
A resolution
a menace to society
came out, which was towards the end of July. It wouldn't be until DDG's cameraman 24-hour stream where he would officially put a fork in it.
Ooh.
Y'all probably briefly heard me talk about it, but the Capaholics house is over, y'all.
Ooh.
We got like a few more days left, and very sad. That's why y'all see me spending so much time in TO room playing the game, and cause you know after the Capaholics,
They probably getting another one of them.
I know, like we just gonna be living our own lives, but that don't mean Capaholics is over as a group. Obviously, we got cabin trip tomorrow. We got more things we trying to do. But as for living together at this very moment, it's over. I'm for sure being the judge for that one. All right. My mom would be this.
This was unsurprising, to say the least. I mean, when was the last time that these guys even really did much content together?
But yeah, that was the last thing we had seen about this. Like, they don't do shit together. Y'all got this big ass house, all that, and y'all don't even stream together. What's the point of this shit?
Made much of anything. DDG would later go back to the crib and do a little bit of a review of what was going on the channel.
We had a lot of stuff in the beginning. When we first started, we lost a member on the first day. Finally got into the house. Then we had to do like it was just a different environment. Like it just was a bad start. But
I think that nigga fried. I can't relay fried. You can just
I think we can still prevail and be a group.
This is a very good point that was made by DDG.
Shit.
I think them losing Jay Cinco was a huge deal because after that, you've only got, like, if we look at
after y'all seen it, yeah,
that are a member of Capaholics right now, and Jay Cinco left immediately. They had that little bit of a beef. You've got DDG, you've got Deshae Frost, you've got Dub, who's DDG's brother, you've got Wizard Kelly. What the hell is Wizard? I thought this was something off of Wizards of Waverly Place. Wizard
I don't
Kelly,
know that dude.
I've
never heard of
this name. And
never heard of.
I've heard that guy's name
Cousin.
before. Don't really know what he's got going on. And Derek King. That guy, Derek King, I heard about him. He went most viral for the situation where it was at Ryan Garcia's party, and then he like pushed up on one of DDG's ops or one of the people that was talking trash, and he picked up that dude Oblivion. And he was like bullying him. That was the only situation where I know about Derek King. Now that does not mean that, oh, he should have had more viral moments. That's not the point. A successful streamer doesn't have viral moments. You can have viral moments and be an unsuccessful streamer. And a successful streamer is one that consistently has a large viewership, or consistently has growing viewership and a successful live streaming audience.
You just keep going up
you're
and
a
up and
streamer.
up.
You putting out clips is, you're a clipper. You're a TikToker at that point, if that's what you're chasing, and if it doesn't translate into live stream views, which for a lot of the time, it doesn't. A lot of these people just bought the numbers. So really, this is only you have a big three, right? You could have a big three, and then you can have some other people that are members of the group, but this is a big 1.5. I would say DDG is clearly far and away like the biggest guy there. And then you've got Deshae Frost, who is, that's why I say a 0.5. It might be 2. It might be a big 2. Deshae Frost, as a live streamer and an entertainer, is very good. Yeah, he's controversial.
Too damn controversial. Like I said, keep your kids away from that man.
He skirts the line, but entertainer, you can tell he loves to entertain. He's willing to do anything. He's funny. Like Kai Cenat has given him a lot of help in the past and talked about him and said, like, yo, you can really make it. And he's right now. So let's say a big 2. Dub was, I would say, a 0.25 before recently. Dub, as of now, I think he's a 0.5, which they're separating anyway. But Dub is killing it. After he got put on, I think Streamer University did a lot for him. He's always been a consistent grinder, and that's the problem where these guys, they're not consistent grinders, because back in May, DDG gave these guys their last chance.
I'm going to tell you exactly where everything went wrong. What? Everything went wrong. Because remember that first stream we did? That shit was great, right? But I think where everything went wrong is everybody started streaming at their own time. Stream at 10 a.m. Hey, who the is watching streams at 10 a.m.? Real job. Exactly. It's not me and my. It's supposed to be our pool of. When you look at other organizations, look though. When you look at other people like Core or Clover or the other, when they all stream at the same time, they all together. So let's say Ryan, his people know Jason because Jason always in it. They're gonna go to Jason. You know what I'm saying? All of our numbers would be times 3.
Yeah, you'll be sharing facts. See, DDG know this shit though, in and out though. He know this shit for real. That's how he got to where he got to. He know this shit.
They probably
I think
didn't
that nigga
know that was their last chance, but you have DDG, and I've talked about this in the past. DDG does not need these guys.
Yeah, he don't.
DDG is doing, not out of
he's
the
trying to help them.
Partially out of the goodness of his heart, he's helping these
He
guys.
trying
and
to
giving
help
them the
them niggas.
opportunity.
That's it.
But I don't think he would put bums in a house that he didn't think were entertaining or had the capability of being entertaining streamers. I think he saw a couple of homies. He's like, yo, these guys are funny. These guys are my dogs. They could make it if they put in the work. So I'm going to give them a year in this crib and in LA and around me and Deshae and all these other people, and we'll see if they can make it shake. And as you saw, he was telling them about like, oh, you know, we need to do more content together. We need to be live at the same time. These guys are going live at 10 a.m. They're going live at 10 a.m. in LA. That's 1 p.m. on the East Coast. That's 10 a.m. in LA. So everybody that's supposed to watch you guys is in school. So and they're like, nah, you know, me and my dogs are live. Who are your dogs? Like your homies that you hop on Discord calls with? So these guys really did not push forth any initiative in making things move forward, in growing their own streams or anything like that. It's always DDG had to do something or Dub had to do something and they would follow along. Meanwhile, Deshae Frost, you see him traveling around. You see him organizing his own streams. You see him These guys, they just didn't have what it took. I think they thought that we can just coast and we're going to make it. Like, for example,
They don't want it for real, bro.
When DDG was looking that over, you could see.
They don't want that shit for They don't want it.
There was like 6 videos. One of these guys should have adopted, especially if you were a smaller streamer or really a nobody streamer, some of these other guys in the group, you should have adopted the role of, okay, I'm going to run this YouTube channel. Or I'm going to get an editor that I'm going to team up with and show them the vision. And then, of course, like DDG or whoever will finance it. They'll pay the editor. That's really all they need because they have filmers in the crib. So they'll pay the editor. And then you put these ideas together and you have something consistent. These guys dropped like 6 videos and it was in the first 2 months. What happened the rest of the 10 months? It's not like these guys got full-time jobs either. It's not like they're cameramen. Their whole job was to stream and blow up. And it didn't work out. And I think this conversation that Ludwig was having with Jason the Ween really is telling in this regard.
What is some advice you give to a group like Core, you know, the group I'm in, for long term?
I think Core's currently going to fail. But yeah, I think Core's going to fail because, and I said this when Core first got announced, the issues with Core are, you guys are all very successful individually. And I think you guys are incentivized to just work on your own thing. Like, you know, you're actively doing Maybach Monday, or like you're maybe talking with your team, like Woj or Lou, about like some streams you want to do in the future for yourself, and you'll see the direct benefit from that. And I think that's the same exact situation like Ron is in. Like Ron is more incentivized to think about like, all right, am I setting up this like 1v1 with Jinxie, and then maybe like some Fortnite watch party or whatever. And no one's actively like putting effort into thinking about
like a group.
Should we do for the group? And so
yeah, it is true. Y'all gotta have chemistry and want to work together. Because if you put like say if we on the NBA team, you put 5 all-stars together, they can't cooperate together. They all think they doing their own thing. You gotta know how to
when you
cooperate.
Started your group is that eventually like one person's gonna do the brunt of the workload to get it started. They're gonna burn out just necessarily. Because they're only receiving the, like, if you put effort into the group, 1/5 of that. There's 6 people, 1/6, whatever the percentage is, but they're getting like 1/5 or 1/6 of the return of that. If they were to work on their own things, they would feel much better because they'd get more return. It's kind of like, imagine doing a group project every week, and you're getting an A.
That nigga, everybody else gonna do the work. I ain't doing nothing.
But you're doing all the work. But what I bet was gonna happen, sorry to cut you off.
It goes the other way. They do all the work. I don't do nothing.
Like, yeah.
I work smart, not hard.
Back to doing your own shit. Because it's very comfortable and easy to do, and you know how to do it. And it's harder to do the thing you don't know how to do, and like take the reins to do that.
Okay.
So I've talked about this with Core in the beginning when FaZe first broke up and they said they were going to get back together, and I was proven wrong. They were able to find a crib. They were able to figure out the rent situation. However, Adapt has taken a back seat a little bit in terms of he sacrificed his own career and motion and money to make sure to put things together. And I think Stable Ronaldo also said that they're working on a documentary. So I do think that those guys want Core to work as a group. And then there's not much of a financial incentive because they're going to get like 1/5 of everything. But this is very different because DDG and Deshae Frost and Dub, they've all got their own thing going on. Those other guys, they need the group to work out for them to kill it. So they
so it's like
everything.
Why you ain't no ambition? Why have you done anything to like get this shit going?
Their power to
you don't want it,
organize
that's what
things,
it feel like.
To frequently collaborate with other people outside of the house. Like DDG brought so many people in the house. They should be meeting with those people, live streaming with those people, because you already got a cosign. You're already like, oh, that's DDG's man's. He streams. Okay, let's do something together. Why not? And then you met them in person at first, but they just didn't have what it took. And unfortunately, it failed. It's a failure. You throw up stuff, you throw up shots, and sometimes they don't take. And with this scenario, at least Dub, I think he can keep it pushing. Because this guy, if there's nothing else, he has been consistent. Is he the most viewed guy? No. I do like his
Dub really lost weight. I remember when that nigga used to be chunky as shit.
Recently, he was doing like a hospital food
review. He fucking lost that weight and shit. That's what's up.
Review of like some 7-Eleven stuff. I don't know if he used to do that stuff on YouTube. I never watched him on YouTube. I didn't really watch DDG vlogs either, but I knew of DDG, especially like during the diss track era. So unfortunately, this is gonna fall apart. But I think this is great if you're a fan of these guys at all, because that means Deshae
I don't even
Frost
watch
can just
it
focus
because the
on
only
himself.
niggas I really would watch is Dub and DDG. I don't even watch them niggas like
DDG
that.
can just focus on himself, and Dub can just focus on himself. So instead of having,
And I think
for lack
T.O.
of a
is
better
cousin.
word, weight pulling them down, these guys now have the freedom to explore whatever they want. Will you get less collaborations between like a DDG and a Deshae? Probably, because of logistics.
Man, this is a situation that niggas don't want it enough, bro. Like, they not the niggas that don't have it, then put themselves in positions to, hey, that's on you. You don't take the opportunity to network and all that shit.
That are gonna go up. So I'm looking forward to see how these guys.
That's about the end of that video, man. If y'all enjoyed that video, please share, comment, subscribe, do all that, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, my man. Peace.